I got asked a real good question. What would have happened if Janet Jackson had to work with Ellie and Babyface? Would it have hit? Would it have worked? Hmm, that's a real good question. Could Janet Jackson have hit with Ellie and Babyface? Now, who is comparable that they work with vocally? Probably Pebbles, giving you the benefit of the doubt. Could I sing Janet Jackson singing Love Will Make Things Happen with Babyface? Hmm. You know, the Jackson brothers did do Nothing Compares to You, which was a hit. Jermaine Jackson worked with LaFace. Obviously, you know the infamous Word to the Bad. Michael did later work with Babyface on a couple projects, you know, and of course with 3T. So he had couple projects he did with Babyface. But what would have happened if Janet had it done it? Could it have worked? You know, the way Babyface wrote hit songs for female artists and Taylor made them, obviously with Toni Braxton, Karen White, who somehow has been whiteballed by that whole thing. That's interesting. Pebbles, as I mentioned, obviously TLC. You could see, could you imagine Janet Jackson singing Baby, Baby, Baby or um, Red Light Special or singing, some of those songs that were big hits that they did for him? Could you imagine that? It's interesting because it's one of those what ifs, what have happened. And I'm just taking the time to, it's like, what would have happened if that had come to pass? Could it have made a difference? Would it have been a different trajectory? Obviously, she had a big time hit with Jam and Lewis, career albums, etc. But could she have made it with Alan Bayface? Alan Bayface did work with Paul Abdul on a song for her debut album. And that's when Paul Abdul was choreographing things for Janet Jackson. So you just never know how these things go. But what might have been if they had to work together? And what kind of material? And when you think back to the hits that LA and Bayface had working with female artists, where would Janet Jackson have been in the middle of it? What do you think? How do you think it would have came off? What do you think it would have sounded like? Do you think it would have been a classic song? Do you think it would have been, where you come down with it? It's a great question. It's something to think about and ponder, in one of those strange what ifs and what could have been. And just got me thinking about it because some of the songs, fast, slow in between, the remixes, the versions, what would it have been like, you know? And what era would it have hit in? Because Allen Bayface hit in 87, Jamie Lewis had hit already. So would they've had material enough to kind of bring her in? And how might her career have been different, you know? Would she have gotten something like Every Little Step I Take, like what Bobby Brown did? What would it have been like? Makes you think in hindsight because they didn't work together. And it was one of those kind of things that's never really been discussed, but it was a great question that I got asked. What would have been like if those two and that union had a formed? It's a great musical question. Potential collaborations that weren't. So I thought I would glad that got asked about this because I thought about it. I said, yeah. With all the collaborations over the years, because she went from Jamie Lewis and Jermaine Dupri and some others. But the Allen Babyface thing, she worked with Teddy Riley, but never would have been interesting, especially considering Babyface's pen game and Allie's program drumming been interesting, especially on records. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for nothing, share if you like, and hit that membership because when you do, request videos like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. If you come across something that you find as a credit that I missed out on this, please tell me below. But they never had a hit song and nothing that was distinctive enough. So this is a wonder what if. All right, I'm out. Peace.